Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of God Mason, who rule and teach word. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's hopeful elect who have been scattered in the four corners of the earth. Uh, as we see, we are living in the last days of the last days, as the Bible has been prophesied from the beginning. As we are in these times, you know, the Lord say before he went back to the Heavenly Father, the Lord say, "What in these last days we're gonna see signs, the signs of the end times. One of them being what uh, uh the earthquakes, in diverse places, war and loom of wars. You know, uh, we're gonna see uh the love of many. If I may say, the love of many shall wax cold, and that's what we see in these times, man. You know, in these times of the hand, you know. So soon the Lord is gonna make his second return, and the only returns is gonna be uh it's gonna come against the people of this society, or of this world, to begin with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and to the rest of these other nations, which are the enemies of the nation of Israel. Messiah is going to come to what? To judge them for what they have done against his people. His people being who? The Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native. And at the same time, when Messiah bring his judgment to light on this planet Earth, upon this other upon the nations, even to the 2/3 of his people, he's gonna also deliver the elect, of the nation of Israel. The men and women and children that who gonna be in a light mind in these last days. Those who gonna walk in a contrite spirit, man. They are the one who gonna be delivered. You know. So as we are in these times, we're gonna see a lot of things happening. As the Bible being prophesied. One of them being what? The presence of UFO, the so-called UFO, because they are not the UFO. They are the vehicle of the Heavenly Father, if you believe it or not, you know. So those vehicles, they're going to be here, in these last days, to bring curses upon this society, as the Bible being prophesied, as I'm going to lead. If I'm going to read this book of Zechariah 5:1, which leads, then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. A flying roll. The prophet Zechariah saw was what? Was a chariot. The chariot of the Heavenly Father was hovering in the sky, man. In his times, But this was a what? Was a sign, As it goes on, it said, "What? And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is a curse that goes forth over the face of all the earth." So as Prophet Zechariah saw on his times, the presence of a chariot, on the sky, and he described the size and the shape, and that's what the people see today, man. They see it and they publish it in the social media. They take they film those vehicles. They take a picture of those vehicles, man, of the Heavenly Father, and they publish in the social medias, and different avenues that people can be able to get the information about them. So they are, and those vehicles, inside those vehicles, there are angels, And the job of the angels to what? To come and gather information, to and to steal the mind of the leaders of this word as well, you know. So by people seeing those vehicles, those are the signs, man. The sign of the end of this society. You know, this society is at its end, man. You know, I mean, this society is on its peak, man. Now is on its way, it's on its way down. You know, to begin with America. And there's a lot of, reports of so-called UFO sighting, more in America than the rest of the world, man. Because Mostia is specifically watching upon America, man. You know, his eyes is on America, man. Because that's where Mostia is gonna bring great deliverance first and foremost, and also is gonna bring a great destruction. You know, and that destruction is gonna be by the way of war, fire. The fathers are gonna come by the way of nuclear missiles, and also the chariot of the Heavenly Father, which are those so-called UFO. You know, so America at the end is gonna be known as well the land of confusion after the destruction. You know, as it goes on, so then said he unto me, this is the curse that goes forth over the face of the all earth. So all over the world, people have been seeing these vehicles, man. You know, they've been reporting to their governments, to the authorities, you know, and the authorities have no answers to them. They have not given them the right answer, I may say. So we, as the men of Mosiah, we are coming to give you a right answer. You know, for your questions, man. You know, those so-called UFO, they are the chariot of the Heavenly Father, and inside of those vehicles, they are the angels, man. You know, they are bringing curses upon this society. You know, and this society is about to be taken down soon. By the Lord Himself. He's gonna let you nation first and foremost have your time. You have your time to fight each other, and He is gonna come to invade the earth. With a great army of angels using those so-called UFO. You know, to attack you and to make hand of this society, and the Lord is gonna come to establish His work, His rule on this planet Earth, man. As I mentioned before, those vehicles also going to be used to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. So I may go on, I may lead. He said, well, for everyone that steers shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off as on that side according to it. As it goes on, so I will bring it forth, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the Ziph. Which nation, have been going around the world stealing people resources, stealing people, you know, which nation is that? It's to begin with the Edomite, man, the so-called white people, and they mainly using America, America as their capital seat, America as their military might. They've been going around the world, terrorizing nations, stealing their resources, killing people, you know, they've been pushing lies around the world, you know, So America is gonna be visited of the Lord, man, and the Lord is gonna come to bring every judgment on that land, to destroy it and to make it an example for how not to live wickedly, because nothing has been done good in the land of America but wickedness and the shedding of the blood of the innocent people, which we are, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native America. So the land of America is full of blood, man. Need to be cleansed And the cleansing agents that are going to be used in this last day is going to be the fire. And that fire is going to come by the way of chariot of the Heavenly Father, and also the nuclear missiles, man. You know? So I may read it on and say, well, uh, and into the house of him that swears falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with timbers thereof and the stone thereof. So all them buildings that you see standing in America, they're gonna be reduced to ashes, man. You know, them skyscraper, you know, all those mansion, you know, that are in America, you know, in Hollywood and whatever city there will be, you know, all those cities in America, the skyscraper, the buildings that are in the cities, whatever is gonna be there, man, it's gonna be reduced to ashes. And that says the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know, So that's what is coming upon America, man, you know. And also at the same times, those vehicles are going to be used to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, as I mentioned, as it is written in the book of Matthew 24 and 30, which leads, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man. Who is the Son of Man? Is the Yahushua Mashiach, you know, whom the word ignorant called him Jesus Christ. And then shall all the tribe of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the crowds. You know, so crowd on the other name of a crowd is what? The vehicle of the Heavenly Father, the chariot of the Heavenly Father, as it is written in the book of Psalms 104, I believe, and verse 3. You know, if I may see, let me see. Uh, yeah, Matthew 104 and verse 3 says, who lays the beams of his chamber in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Is the Heavenly Father, man. You know, the angels, man. They are the one who hovering or moving through the winds, man. You know, using those so-called UFO, you know, which are synonyms for what? Crowds, you know. So the Lord is gonna come with that those crowds, man, those so-called UFO, those vehicles of the Heavenly Father, the chariot of the Heavenly Father, you know, to render vengeance upon this society, you know, and also to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, you know. And then shall the tribes of the earth mourn, you know. The tribes speak of these other nations, you know, the nation of the world, of this world, even the two said of our people, they're going to be in mourning. Why? Because the Lord is going to bring great death, man, when he comes, you know. There's a lot of people going to die in the day of the Lord, you know, than those who are going to die in the hand of Esau, man. Because Esau is going to come with a great wrath as well. Esau, Edom being who? The so-called white people. In these last days, they're going to come down with a great wrath. You know, they're going to kill a lot of people, especially you Jakes, you Israel, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native America. You know, but that's not going to compare to what the Lord is going to bring. You know, the Lord is going to bring mass death, man, great death upon the earth. You know, so as he may go on and say, what? And they shall see the Son of Man coming in a crowd, which are the chariot of the Heavenly Father of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds of the earth. I mean, from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So those vehicles that people are witnessing right now, they're going to bring great deliverance and also great judgment on this planet Earth. So I may read this news article from Daily Star. So a UFO that bazzled Joe Biden flight as Air Force One being wiped from Google, you know, and an explained white spherical object appeared to buzz the U.S. Air Force tanker aircraft assigned to the flight protecting U.S. President Joe Biden official jet. You know, there was some extraordinary footage captured by two aircrafts enthusiastic shows a UFO bathing USC US President Joe Biden flight as it come in to land at Los Angeles, but claims UFO expert Chris Leto report for report of the incidents are being scrubbed off the internet. No, because the people are the government are scared. They are afraid. You know, they don't want this information to roam around, man. You know, because there's so many questions being asked, man, and they haven't come with any answer. So if they keep it on the internet, it's gonna be more questions. So that's why they have to work to wipe it away. But you know, lo and behold, the news is happier, man. We can see and we can report. President Biden was visiting Los Angeles last month as part of a fundraising campaign ahead of the upcoming U.S. election. His presidential jet was escorted by two F-35 fighters with a Boeing KC-135 Stratotankers in support. As fuel tanker through information with the jets, a small white spherical object appeared fly past at a very high speed. You know, as it goes on, so the theory there should have been nothing in the skies over Los Angeles at that point. The fighter were enforcing a temporary flight restriction, which in standard procedure whenever Air Force are taking off or landing. You know, you know. So yeah, man. As it goes on here, so well, but as Air Force One was landing, Peter from plane spotting Block RA flight described seeing three odd-shaped sphere-looking things in the sky over the airport. As his co-host Josh said, "I'm kind of scared of looking at this." And that's what it is, man. And most people gonna be scared when the Lord comes, man. You know, as it say in the book of Revelation 1 and 7. People gonna be petrified, man, seeing the presence of the chariot when the Lord comes, man, because they're gonna bring death and destruction. So with that, I mean, them say Shalom, Yahaba Shem Shabrakta.